morning, everyone. How are we today? I hope we're doing well. I'm Kelsey Mashad, health and life coach, and today we're talking about how to stop eating at night. This is one of the most common frustrations that I hear from a lot of people. How the heck do I stop eating, especially at night? A lot of people wonder, where the heck did my willpower go? I was doing so good today. I did so good all day, and then I get home and then throw it all out the window, right? Does that ever happen to you? So we want to talk today about actually some causes, okay? What's actually causing this? What's happening? What we can do and how to actually stop this, okay? Or at least make it less frequent and less likely for this to happen for you. So if you come on today, say hello. Let me know you're here. And if you catch the replay, #replay. Because I just want to say hi to everybody. And if you happen to have any questions, pop them in the comments and I'm happy to answer them for you. So some of these causes actually of this nighttime eating can either be stress, at nighttime, okay, the day's gone by, maybe we've had a long, stressful day. Sometimes it's just due to depression, or sometimes we have these hormonal imbalances that we just can't control. We can't do anything about those. But do you have this nighttime eating going on in your life? So I have some questions for you to help you actually kind of think about it and figure it out. So think about, like, do you overeat in the evening, like especially after dinner time? Or do you eat at night even though you're not even feeling hungry? Or do you wake up at night? Some people will wake up at night. Do you wake up at night and you eat? Usually, maybe you woke up, you had to go to the bathroom, then you're like, maybe I'll take a detour, I'll take a trip to the kitchen, maybe. Do you happen to have no appetite in the morning? Or do you have feelings of like you're feeling, like I said, like stressed or sad or anxious, or any of those? Do those happen to increase for you? Do those feelings go up for you at night? So if you answered yes to any of those questions, I want to talk to you about what you can actually do about this today, okay? And how you can actually stop this binge eating, overeating, especially at nighttime, okay? And we all want to, what we actually want to do is we want to restructure our thoughts, okay? And that means actually changing the stories that we tell ourselves so that the negative thinking, such as something like, I'm stuck with this behavior and I'm going to just be fat for the rest of my life, okay? We don't want that to be in charge anymore. We want to get rid of that. That is no longer in charge, all right? Instead, we want attitudes that are just set in place, that are just positive and productive for us so that they can just move us forward, okay? So how are we going to do this? How are we going to stop this binge eating or overeating at nighttime? Well, I actually have 5 really, really important strategies that are going to help you both behaviorally and psychologically, okay, and physiologically. So that way this can help you kind of break those habits. And that's exactly what we have to do. What's happened is it's become a habit for you, okay? It's habit forming, it's become a habit. Now we want to break that habit and create a new habit. So the first thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you're not starving yourself during the day. You want to make sure that you're actually giving yourself enough food throughout the day. So if you have, ever thought to yourself like, okay, I've been really good today, or I've been really good all day long, what exactly does that mean? What does that mean when you say, okay, I've been really good all day today? Because unfortunately, really good means that you've probably skimped on some of the food or your meals during the day, right? Am I right? Think about that for a minute. Think about what did your day look like? How did your day just go? Maybe you were trying to save up your calories, knowing that you may tend to go a little overboard at night, okay? Not eating during the day, or not eating enough, okay? Or just not even eating the right balance almost always leads to hunger, which of course then can lead to our binge eating at night. So, You want to be eating satisfying meals throughout your day, every day. So one of the worst things that we can do is actually to deprive ourselves of food, because that only leaves us with those nagging hunger pains later on, and they get stronger and louder as the day goes on, especially that late afternoon and evening. So when we aren't getting enough food, we never get that food out of our minds. So we shouldn't be surprised then that when nighttime finally comes, we're tired, we're hungry, and finally, we're going to reward ourselves. And that's why it's so important to listen to our hunger cues, okay? Because when we're hungry, we need to eat. And we need to eat until we're satisfied, okay? Only then can we get past our obsessions with food. And this is exactly what I help my clients with, is to, feel that true hunger, that true physical hunger, and know that, okay, yes, now it's time to eat. It's not time to wait until another hour from then when I'm ravenous and I'm starving and I'm hangry and I'm going to overeat and make really poor choices. No. We don't want to wait till we get there. We want to eat for true hunger, right? So don't deprive yourself throughout the day, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to overeat and you're going to make poor choices, most likely, okay? Because come evening time, you want to be able to enjoy your food, okay? But you won't feel that way if you've been thinking about it all day long. So then you have less power by the time you get to the food. You want it to be the other way around. You want it to be where you have the power once you get to that food, and you can say, "No, I'm good. I'm satisfied. I've been good all day because I had balanced meals throughout the day, and now I'm satisfied. So I'm good now." Or, yeah, you know what? Maybe I am just a little bit hungry. Maybe I will have just a little something. Okay? That's you being in control. That's you taking over the power and eating in a way that feels good to you, both physically and mentally. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions as I go along here. And I know that it's not easy to change your eating habits. It's not gonna happen overnight, and it's not easy to change any habit for that matter. But here's the thing. Our bodies just become accustomed to the overeating at night and having no appetite in the morning. But you can create new habits when, like where you're just used to just waking up. You can create these new habits where you are used to, like, wake up fatigued and bloated. Your body's gotten used to that. It gets used to that from the binge you had the night before. And instead, what can happen is you can actually wake up and you can enjoy breakfast, and you can be ready for movement and exercise, and you can be hungry, and you can fill your plate with lots of nourishing foods, and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at how good you actually feel, that you can, in fact, feel that good again. It's amazing. Trust me, I know. I've gone from the restricting to binging for many years to now just eating in a way that feels good to my body and not fearing any foods, and eating nourishing whole foods that just make me feel so good. And I wake up and I look forward to the day. I look forward to the foods I'm going to eat and eating them in a way that feels good to my body. It literally is this magical place that I have found, and wish I found it a heck of a lot sooner. But moving on to number 2 is, it kind of goes with number 1, but don't starve yourself. But don't starve yourself not just during the day, but at night, okay? You may have heard people say, or maybe you've told yourself, I'm not going to eat anything after a certain time, like after 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., because everything I eat after that time turns to fat. Have you heard that before? The thing is that that's not totally based on science. So what science does is actually suggest that night eaters are simply just eating more calories, okay? They're eating more calories overall for the day, and that's what contributes to the weight gain, okay? It's not that you're gaining extra fat. So bottom line, if you are hungry at night, don't feel guilty about it. That's your body sending you a signal. That's that survival mechanism right there, just saying, hey, I'm a little hungry. You need to feed me. So don't think food eaten at night puts on more weight than some food eaten earlier on in the day, just enjoy a healthy filling snack, like maybe some nice Greek yogurt, top it with some nice fresh berries as a little treat. Put it in the freezer. It'll feel like you're having like a nice ice cream treat for yourself. And instead, focus not on like the time of day that you're eating, but focus on how you feel. Okay, that's going to be so much more important for your body and for your results. So stay in tune with your hunger and your satiety cues, and just make sure to stop eating when you've actually become comfortably full and satisfied. Okay, don't keep eating until you're stuffed. We know how that feels, and that doesn't feel good. So enjoy the healthy snack in the evening to help you avoid that binge eating or overeating at that particular time. Okay. Number 3, let's break some associations. So by that I mean, like, a lot of us we've gotten into that habit of just eating while we're either watching TV, or maybe we're playing on our phone or our iPad or laptops, or all this technology, like, so causes us to eat mindlessly, right? And if you can't imagine screen time without your snacks, try to cut down on your screen time, or just cutting it out altogether. All right, or make that a time where you actually snack on like fruits and veggies. Make it a healthier snack. And another thing you could do is try to occupy your hands. I know people who have told me they've taken up knitting. You could talk to a friend, do some journaling, or even better yet, do some stretching. Get down on the floor, do some nice floor stretches, go for a walk on the treadmill if you have one, ride a stationary bike if you have one at home, or get out and go for a nice bike ride or a walk. Something else that you can really enjoy, that you like, that you can create a new habit around. And number 4, let's ask ourselves, okay, why am I eating? All right, if you get to the point at night and you've had your food throughout the day and now it's nighttime and you're still hungry, or you think you're hungry, or you're just automatically going for food, okay, ask yourself, okay, why am I hungry? What's going on here? Because a lot of us have, we'll have that nice satisfying dinner at night, but then, we want more, okay? And we're not even hungry, but we're kind of lurking in the kitchen. So at this point, it's really important to ask yourself, okay, why? What's eating away at you at that point that's causing you to eat? So those are questions that you need to answer for yourself, but you need to answer them truthfully to yourself. Okay? Because overeating at night, it's simply become this crummy, crappy, deeply ingrained habit that's been brought on by these feelings, like frustrations about our day, maybe feeling lonely, maybe you feel a little anxious, or maybe you're just plain bored, okay? So many different emotions and feelings, and you could be feeling more than one of them at the same time too. So when you actually feel that urge to go lurk in the kitchen, build in like that 5 to 10 minute buffer. Build in a pause for you for that moment, okay? And then ask yourself, okay, what am I really hungry for? What do I need? What do I really need right now? So let's say if, for example, you find that you're anxious, you're feeling a little anxiety, okay? You want to begin a new habit, okay? So right after dinner every night, you could maybe practice some meditation, especially if you're feeling anxiety, if that's a particular a feeling that's coming up for you, okay? Or you could do some yoga. Some yoga would be great. It's de-stressing, it's relaxing, and it can really help you wind down for the night. Or sometimes just get out walk out the door. Get out the door and get a nice 15-minute walk in. That can save you up to like 500 calories if you do that, okay? And if you're still feeling that need to reward yourself at night, especially after a frustrating day, which I know we all have them, then if you're feeling like you need something, then yes, then you should do it. If you feel like you need that little reward yourself, absolutely. But maybe you can try it with something that's non-food related. And the best thing of all is that you'll be waking up with each morning like just free of that negative self-talk, self-loathing, and guilt that usually, comes along with the overeating at night, all those guilty, negative feelings. So if you actually find yourself something else to do that you really enjoy, and then you're able to skip the overeating at night, the next morning you are going to wake up just feeling amazing. Okay, and think about that. Think about how that would feel. Even envision that. Doing a little visual of yourself, just imagining that. Close your eyes for even 2 minutes and imagine how that would feel and imagine what that looks like. That can get you even closer to your goal as well. And number 5, let's create that future mindset, as I was just talking about, all these visuals you can create in your mind. And let's try to replace like that immediate comfort that you like the comfort food that's so like quick and immediate for you. Maybe it's Halloween candy might still be laying around for you. Maybe it's some M&Ms. Let's replace that immediate comfort with some long-term ones instead. So keep reminding yourself of why you're avoiding those M&Ms, or why you're avoiding that candy, or why you're avoiding whatever trigger food it might be for you, and focus your mind more into the future for yourself. Literally visualize it. Imagine doing all the things that you really want to do, and for years to come, for that matter. Imagine how good that's going to look to you. Imagine how good that's going to feel for you. Imagine how you're going to feel at that point. So that can help you, push you. It's like that little push, like, yep, I want to get there, so I'm going to get there. And make your own internal short film, so to speak, with it. Let that short film run in your head and think about all of these best moments that are yet to come, and play it constantly. Play it over and over in your head, because this can help you really boost your mood. It's going to really increase and strengthen that power that you have for all of those unhealthy temptations. And when we replace our negative thoughts with just these nice positive ones, we can really help to stop that binge eating at nighttime. So just remember that change, it takes time, and we need to be more aware, okay? And when you're more aware of your surroundings and your feelings and in tune with your body and what's going on the inside, then we're more likely to do something that's going to affect us on the outside, okay? So let me know if you have any questions about the content I just covered. If you have any questions about, or you still feel like you might struggle with overeating or nighttime eating, or not really sure how to understand or hear that signal that's coming into you of when you're actually feeling that true hunger, and when you're supposed to stop just before you get to that overly full point, and you want to be able to stop right when you get just comfortable and satisfied and satiated and full, but not stuffed, let me know. Reach out. I'm happy to chat, and we can see about taking you from where you are now to where you'd like to go. So if there's no questions now, if you have any coming up, pop it in the comments for me, but I'm going to hop off, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.